Alright guys, super quickly, this is kind of embarrassing, but if I say in today's showcase video that the server is releasing today, it's not. The server is releasing tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST. I do apologize about that, bro. I thought I was recording this on Thursday and I was gonna upload it for Friday, but I recorded the showcase on a Wednesday, uploading it for Thursday. I don't know how I got the days mixed up. Kind of embarrassing, bro. I don't think that's ever happened to me, to be honest. The server is releasing on June 6th at 5 p.m. EST. I apologize about that. Don't forget, whenever you guys hop on as well, /redeem royal. If you guys are gonna play factions, redeeming my personal code will directly support me and the channel, but it will also give you guys some free gold and some free money to start off on factions. If you guys don't redeem my code, make sure you redeem just any YouTuber's code because it's legit free loot. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the showcase. Yo guys, what is going on? It is Royal here today on the brand new season of factions here on royal.minecadia.com. Of course, if you guys are looking for a faction server to play, one of the only 1.8 faction servers still left out there, we are going to be playing the brand new summer map of Minecadia factions. Now, summer maps are usually the most popping maps, okay? Everybody's off of schools, which means all the faction sweats are hopping on. So this map is actually going to be releasing today at 5 p.m. EST, or if you want to get more specific, June 6th on Friday at 5 p.m. EST. So in today's video, we're just going to be going over some of the brand new updates for this summer map because there are a lot of changes coming to PvP, to content like voyages and stuff. It's going to be crazy. And of course, it's a summer map. So I do want to join a faction. I don't know how much comp there's going to be base faction wise or what's really going on. I just know I want to be a part of it. All right. Now, if there is a ton of comp, I'm not sure how many like big raids and stuff we'll be able to be a part of, because whenever you're raiding an actual good comp faction, you want the best comp players, the best printers, the best siders, the best forcers, and unfortunately, I am none of that, okay? But you guys know how I rock, bro. I will get some of my own raids if I need to. We'll just raid some like smaller factions, smaller bases, some vaults here and there. I actually have a lot of fun doing those types of videos, and those videos actually do pretty well on the channel. But anyway, since this is a much anticipated map, all of the competitive rewards have been buffed to all-time highs. I will put a little screenshot of all the payouts on the screen right now so I don't have to read through all of them. But there is going to be a brand new spawn, all new builds. Unfortunately, the brand new build isn't on the dev server at the moment, but new spawn, new summer themed warzone, summer themed nether, and then several new dual arenas. There's also a bunch of worlds that you can build your base in. If I do /planet, there are a bunch of planets you can build in, and each of them comes with their own specific limitations. Like right here, the overworld, this is just the normal world. There isn't any faction member limit. Regens are allowed. Mob and farming drop rates are just at 100%. They're just normal 10 by 10k border. But like this world right here, the meadow planet, faction member limit size is limited to 5 members. So 5 members is the max you can have in this planet at once. This is good for people who want to play with a smaller faction. Like say you don't have like a massive roster and people playing with a maxed out faction 10 out of 10 24/7. You can go to a meadow planet where you only need 5 people, and the most amount of players you're gonna have to fight against during like a force raid is gonna be 5, and it's a 5v5. Regen still allowed here, but like this one, if you want to play with no regens, you can go to the Namek planet. No regens allowed. Fly is disabled. 1 chunk ocean, and then the mob /farming rates are at 130% after grace, that is, with a 7-member faction limit. There's a bunch of things, so no matter if you guys have a big faction, a small faction, you guys can still hop on and play. And for the first 2 weeks, you won't be able to get raided anyway, even if you have a dirt base. TNT is disabled for the first 2 weeks, along with creeper eggs, so the only way you can get raided quote unquote during grace is if you leave like a hole in your base. Now, voyages, this map. Voyages are receiving a massive update. You guys know voyages are some of my favorite things to grind here on Minecadia. I love making videos on them, and they give insane loot, and usually it's just a lot of fun. So they are adding a bunch of new rooms. I'm reading like 5 right here. We have Fractured Islands, which is a brand new room. We have Sharpshooter. We have Ember Rush, Inferno Maze, Prism Siege, and then Chroma Clash. All gonna be brand new rooms. I have no clue how they are gonna play out or like what you're gonna have to do in those rooms. We're gonna figure them out on episode. Obviously, I'm hopefully gonna be playing with some carries that can give me some pointers and maybe carry me through a couple of rooms in voyages. I know Tyler is playing this season, so if he sells my voyage portals, it's not on me. And then a bunch of the other rooms like that have already been added have a bunch of changes to them as well. Now, they're gonna be paying attention to loot table buffs this season a lot more. Loot table buffs are going to continue to be buffed weekly, but they will be keeping a closer eye on the economy and may apply buffs more frequently or sooner than usual, which I think is great. Keep the loot loot tables with the economy. There's also going to be a bunch of weekly staff events, which gives like factions and players something to do from time to time if you're online for them. This season as well, they are also going to be introducing a damage cap. Now, this feature is supposed to help with players not being able to get like one shot or just two tapped out of nowhere. Now, listen, this is the first time they're ever trying a damage cap, but a lot of people have been asking for it. And if for some reason it like ruins PvP or ruins the experience, they will just simply remove it, but they do want to try it out. And in my opinion, that's great because no one wants to walk out and get two shot in a god set that you spent like a week making. Now, Expeditions is also getting a really cool content update. They are going to introduce a brand new boss, and this is like a 3-phase boss apparently. It's called Cap'n Gloopbeard. The name is definitely questionable, but this new 3-phased boss event will spawn daily at Expedition Island 4, starting at 3 PM EST. Now, if you die to this boss or any of the boss minions, you will be death banned from Expeditions for 15 minutes. The faction with the most damage dealt to the boss will get 2x Expedition loot multiplier, which stacks with other multipliers, by the way, 200 Expedition top points, and then the faction that ends up killing the Gloopbeard boss, everyone who's in the faction at the time of the boss kill will automatically receive 6 hours of Expedition grace on Island 6. Bro, that is insane. Island 6 is where you get the best rewards in Expeditions, and if you have a 6-hour grace period, you can legit grind there without any other player trying to PvP you and just farm out loot for 6 hours. There's also a new feature with like Expedition roster, so when able to go to Island like level 6, you need to be on a faction roster. There's also Expedition outposts, and of course, dungeons are on Minecadia as well. They have so many things that you can do on factions. The solo dungeon Temple Run has been unvaulted. So for new players, Temple Run is a solo dungeon that can be completed on your own. Simply purchase a key from the dungeon janitor and locate the Temple Run portal in the overworld warzone. Now, I've never actually attempted the Temple Run dungeon. It sounds like a whole lot of parkour, but maybe eventually during the season for content, we might just try to attempt to do the Temple Run dungeon. Now, they are also introducing a bunch of brand new enchants this season as well. The Hex enchant has been unvaulted, and they're introducing brand new ones. The Necrotic Fang, the Mask Eater, the Blackout enchant, the Doom Chain, the Templar Plate Mail, and finally, Lucid Hex. So there's a bunch of brand new enchants, which is going to completely change god set layouts. It should be pretty interesting, hopefully. And they're introducing brand new pets as well. First one we have is the Crab Pet. Right click to silence your enemy for 3 seconds, disabling their pets and items while dealing bursts of rapid damage. Grant you absorption 2 for a brief defensive boost for 20 seconds as well. The Crab Pet sounds insane. And then we have the Zeus Pet. Every 20 seconds while combat tagged, the pet has a chance to harness Zeus's power, striking the nearest enemy within 6 blocks with lightning. This strike also launches the target 2 blocks into the air. The Zeus Pet, I feel like, has a chance to be super broken, so we'll see how that goes. They also have a brand new mask coming called the Vortex Mask, and that is going to summon a swirling ring of black smoke. Any enemy caught within the smoke will be pulled 1 block forward every second. As they're dragged towards the center, the vortex disorients them by rotating their view between 90 to 180 degrees. That is just going to be so crazy. So basically, if their mask like procs, you're going to get dragged to the player and you're going to be tweaking, looking all over the place. Meaning if you have the mask, you can get some free hits off. There's also brand new star items. There's brand new balloons. Dude, there are just so many things that I can't even go through all of them in this showcase video. I wish I had them physically to like show them off, but we're just going to have to get them during the actual season. But yeah, there are just so many content updates for this season of Minecadia factions, guys. That's why I want to play this season, bro. It's the summer map. They kind of went all out with the content. So I'm super excited. I think that's going to do it for the showcase video. I know it's probably a quick one. So if this sounds interesting to you, if you want to come hop on PvP or make a base, just do some voyages, you can do whatever you want, bro. There's voyages, dungeons, there's mini games, there's events like Koth, Hardpoint, all of that stuff, Last Man Standing. It's going to be a crazy map. Now, I probably do want to do a bit of team fighting this season. You guys know I will never be like an arcade player. I just don't PvP enough anymore. But like team fights and stuff, I'm probably still going to be a weak link. But I mean, team fights are still fun to do. Definitely want to do some raiding content. Definitely want to do some voyage content as well. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. So listen, hopefully you guys are excited. Hope to see you guys on the server later today. Drop a like, sub if you guys are new. Obviously, come check out the server. And don't forget, /redeem_royal will actually support me even further. And it will get you guys some free gold and some free money to start off on factions. Probably should have said that at the start of the video, but it is what it is. I will catch you guys hopefully in the actual factions Let's Play videos.